2 of a video for black men in texturizers. If you haven't seen the first video, I suggest you go do that right now. Okay, this is the second half. I think I was about to go into the pros and cons, but before I do that, the best way to think about caring for your hair as someone with a texturizer is you need lots of moisture, because you remember you broke down the protein bonds in your hair, so that means moisture doesn't stay in it. It becomes more porous and you have a hard time with moisture. And a lot of people are asking me, what do I do? I shampooed my hair, but after I shampooed it, I couldn't get it to be moisturized anymore. It wouldn't be nice and curly anymore. And the one thing that you can do to help yourself with that, moisturizer is not going to do it by itself. You need something heavy, something that will stay moist and wet for a long time. So what you need is either you can use a gel that hardens, like Eco Styler gel, or I don't know what other brands of gels there are out there, but there are gels that get hard, and then there are gels that do not, and it is basically like a moisturizer. Like I think it's Proline has a gel. Basically every texturizer has a gel. You're going to need a moisturizer and a gel. That gel will cause the curls that you want to come out. But other than that, those are just basically the two things that you need. And if you do wash your hair, you might need to pack it on. But that's a consequence of having the texturizer. Some people may not deal with that. Some people might. Another thing, the pros and cons, the hair care, it's easier to manage, but it's harder to keep up with over time, because you're going to need to redo your fades and stuff. On the package, it tells you to get the texturizer and then get your shape up and get your fades or whatever. But if you do that, you're going to have two types of hair textures, one that's really fine and defined, and then one that's not, wherever you get your fade, if you don't continue to cut that. So you're going to have to get shape ups more often. You're going to have to make sure that the levels of your hair are consistent, and then you're going to have to get, I don't know what you call them, like touch-ups or whatever. You're supposed to retouch up your texturizer every 6 weeks, maybe, if you desire to, and you cannot let it get on the old hair, but you can't let it touch your scalp either. So you're going to have to get somebody to do it for you, and that's going to cost money. Some girls who get their hair relaxed pay like $50 for a touch-up. But it depends on how long your hair is. So you got to really think about this before you want to do it. You also might get some slack from some natural people who don't like texturizers and relaxers because they think it's against the blackness or something like that. I don't do it personally. I think that it's not healthy for your body. If our skin takes in moisture from a lotion, what's it going to do with a harmful product that you're not supposed to get in your eye or swallow? What are you supposed to do after that? And I also appreciate the hair that I have now. I was doing it because of inferiority, and I think that if you do it because you like a style, do it. But if you feel inferior about your hair and you think it makes you look ugly, and you need to do some soul searching, because you don't need to do a texturizer. You need to understand yourself first. But other than that, I mean, it's your hair. You do what you want to do with it. And for those natural people who get after people with relaxed hair, stop dyeing your little twisties and your dreadlocks. Stop doing twist styles or whatever you call them or whatever. Stop doing that, because that's not natural either. That's chemical, especially with the dyeing of your hair. So don't get after other people unless you know their motives. Okay? It's all about the motives. Have a good day, and do right by your hair. You want a hairline when you're 50 years old, right? Alright, have a good one.